So I decided to create my own keyboard layout. I recently fell down a rabbit hole of alternate keyboard layouts and spent quite a lot of time analyzing what could be conceivably the best alternative to Qwerty. So here we go. The first step is to swap only 6 keys, E and D. Swap E and D. Next, we're going to swap F and T, J and N, swap J and N, K and I, O and L, and P and semicolon. Just swap those 6 keys around and you shall have a superior keyboard layout. You can keep your Control copy, Control V, and everything still intact. Here's a summary of what that looks like. So you can see by keeping your same fingers in the same positions, you can actually just swap 6 keys around and get a vastly improved typing performance. How do we know it's vastly improved? Well, there's this cool website here called Keyboard Layout Analyzer. And as you can see, SwapSix gets a better score than Qwerty by quite a bit. Now, there's various things that you can measure here. For example, this one measures how much distance your fingers have to travel in order to hit all the keys in a specific text. This one being Alice in Wonderland. And as you can see here, comparatively, there are a lot of fingers that travel dramatically less further distance in order to get to all the keys necessary compared to Qwerty. Now, there are other keyboard layouts that give you better performance, but the biggest challenge is converting from Qwerty to something more efficient. So let's compare a couple of options that I like. Here's SwapSix, and what you can see is the DE, FT, NJ, KI, LO, and P semicolon. Swap that with Qwerty, there's not that much variation here. Only 6 keys are swapped around. Compared to Dvorak, there's a huge difference, as you can see, compared to Qwerty. Colemak and Workman, all of these things require quite a lot of shifting around. SwapSix is very simple. It's also very efficient. So if you look at Qwerty heat map here, based on the text, compared to SwapSix, all the most used keys are now kept on the same line. That's compared to Dvorak and Colemak, which achieve similar things. They all try to shift the most used keys into the center row. This is a personalized version. This means that the most efficient possible layout you can have is this personalized versus the SwapSix. Not that much difference. So let's compare them now in an actual typing test. This is fast forwarded 3 times, and this is conventional Qwerty. So this is almost similar to what you would experience swapping over to SwapSix from Qwerty. Since I've been using SwapSix for quite a while, the error profile here is similar to what you would experience initially moving over to an alternate keyboard layout. And these speeds here would resemble that too. Now, if you look at the error profile, you'll see they are pretty much just those keys that got swapped around. And after just a minute or so of typing, you can see I've moved below average with a lot of errors on that keyboard layout. Now to compare this to SwapSix, where obviously I'm a bit faster and a lot less errors. So this would be comparable to what you should achieve currently on Qwerty. Now my speed is a little bit above average, but this should resemble what it would look like for you swapping over initially from Qwerty. Here's a timeline of my total progress. This red bar here is as I swapped over, and now after all these lessons, you can see how much better I am at typing with this layout. Now for a visual side-by-side comparison. I'm going to let you watch these 2 recordings and you tell me which one seems like it's more convenient to type with. Ignore the errors, and then I'll reveal which keyboard is which. Look for finger travel length. Look for staying on the home row. As a touch typist, obviously you want to keep your fingers on the home row as much as possible. If you can spot the difference, let me know which one you think is your favorite. But this is the actual keyboard layouts here. On the left, we just had to double the time to make it comparable, but hopefully you can see the difference. If you'd like to try it out, go to my website, jameswiles.com, and I'll explain the difference there. Basically, it's a hybrid between Minimak and Rowswap in order to optimize. You only swap 6 keys. The swapped keys have the same finger. All the same keyboard shortcuts are the same. You don't have to change your keyboard visually. You can keep your Qwerty keyboard. It's close enough to your phone. Easy. Download the keys and you can swap it here as if you would swap a language, which is your Windows spacebar. And that swaps it between SwapSix and Qwerty. For me, this was a good investment of time and effort. Qwerty was designed originally to slow typing speed down because of jamming on typewriters back in the day. So if we can perhaps get this to be the new default, it'll improve productivity, profitability, efficiency, and just a whole lot of time. Since typing is still the primary way we convert words into bytes, becoming better at typing will have a profound effect on your ability to communicate your thoughts and ideas into the digital world. And if this is something we can improve easily, then I believe it's worth the effort of doing so. So happy typing and good luck.